Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be taking our second look through my carded vintage Return of the Jedi action figures. So last time we went through my Palitoy figures and the start of my carded Kenner ones, and this time we'll do the remainder of the Kenner collection. So that will be in today's video. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay then, so this is our second look at the Return of the Jedi figures, and I'm pretty sure these are all Kenner ones, so they all seem to suffer from that same fate, and that is that the plastic that's used in the production of these, unlike the British Palitoy ones, it just seems to have aged, and these haven't been kept in the light, they've not been kept in a particularly warm or cold environment. It's just how they've gone over time. Some are worse than others. And really, it's just down to the plastic that was used at the time. It doesn't detract from them being a really, really nice figure. It's just a shame that, you know, if that was a crystal clear bubble, just how good would that figure look? Because it's such a great figure. I absolutely love the AT-AT driver. Interesting, once again, there's something else I've never really noticed before, but that one's sort of in a tray. So he's sort of sat in a tray there, which I'd never really spotted before until I'd looked at it. Like so many of my figures, because it's just been stored in boxes, it's a bit on the dusty side. I will absolutely have to have a few hours just one by one cleaning each figure and getting them properly encapsulated. So as I've been going through these, I have asked my viewers if there's particular figures here that you think are valuable, they stand out from all the rest of them. I'll say, oh yeah, you need to put that one into an acrylic case, for example, for extra special protection. Do just leave a comment below, because I'm genuinely curious. I don't really keep abreast of what's going on in the Star Wars market per se, because I don't really intend to get rid of any more of these. So do sort of give us a shout on those. Now this one's interesting because immediately on picking it up, this, I believe, is another Lil Ledy figure. Lil Ledy hammerhead. It's on one of the cheaper sort of cards, and I notice it's got, once again, it's got like a punch on the back, like it's been deliberately punched. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Lil Ledy. If that's the case, do let me know. I'm hoping that my friend the Blacked Out Ewoks will pipe in and let me know if that is the case, because it's got a matte back. So the back is matte, it's not shiny like the normal Kenner ones. It doesn't feel the same as a Kenner card. It's got a bit of dust and things on, but I believe that's an imposter. It's not actually a Kenner one, so do please pipe in on that one as well if you know what's going on there. And that's why we're going through these, because I do want to sort of get to the bottom of some of these. I'm not too fussed about keeping these sort of foreign variations, and I gladly swap them for like a tri-logo or something like that. Next we got C-3PO. This is with the removable limbs. Great figure, this one. Once again, super dusty, but I don't think particularly difficult to get hold of. I seem to remember there was loads of these around back in the 90s, certainly when I started collecting in earnest, and this wasn't a difficult one to get. There was even hundreds of loose mint examples as well that you could pop your hands on, which was also quite good. Attack Commander, yeah, nice, pretty simple figure, this one. You know, it is what it is really, isn't it? I don't mind the figure at all. It's nice, it's on a nice sort of fairly mint card, a little bit of creasing along the top there, but still not too bad. This is a great figure, the Luke Skywalker in his Jedi Knight outfit. Once again, this was a particularly common figure back in the day, yet I believe now it's much more sought after than perhaps it ever used to be. It's a shame that this one's got a bit of a crease in it. It is a shame that I had the opportunity to get so many of these Luke figures. I could have picked up a few of them, and this one's got the green saber, but there's a version with the blue saber. I had my chance to get them back in the day and I didn't, and I regret that, because on reflection, that's not the best of cards, that one. I would have liked a better one for such an iconic figure. This one is not bad, actually. The bubble is much better than some of the other ones, and it may be because there's a tiny little dink in the corner, which may have caused a small puncture hole, which has stopped the oxidization of the figure inside it, possibly, of the bubble rather. But yeah, Forlorn, not a bad figure. They could have done a better job with the picture, couldn't they? But I guess they didn't really have a lot to work from when they pulled this one together, maybe. Once again, super dusty. I can't believe how dusty some of these are. And that'll make the world of difference. Nice, straightforward back. The common collectible 65 back with the bandolier strap, the Y-wing, and the C-3PO collector's case. But yeah, not a bad figure. I love all the bounty hunters. I mean, who doesn't? Let's be honest. I think they were a real sort of highlight of the Empire Strikes Back. Next, another one which, you know, I don't mind it at all. I think it was quite a simple one for Kenner to knock out, the Han Solo in his Hoth battle gear. Certainly not a bad figure at all. I remember loving the early Hoth scenes so much, and that battle with the AT-ATs or AT-ATs, whatever your preference, was just brilliant. That one does seem a little bit, the card seems a little bit sort of faded maybe. Really hard to tell, but a great figure nonetheless. As is this one. So the Princess Leia Organa in her Bespin outfit. She's got that sort of sultry, I'm in love with Han look. A great little figure there. I don't mind the Princess Leia figures. Just interesting to have them in a boys' line, as it were. Yep, nice figure, that one. Now the Luke in Hoth outfit. That's another pretty nice one. That, I mean, apart from the fact that the bubble's yellowed, that's really excellent, that one. There's a couple of tiniest of tiny little creases, but it's unpunched in that. Once again, a nice figure. Yeah, I never quite made up my mind if I liked the bit coming off his hat or not, to be honest. One of those things. Now this one's interesting. So this Re-Ease, and this is another one which has a remarkably clear bubble, considering it's a Kenner one. And is it because the back is, once again, look, it's got a matte back with a hole in. So is this yet another one which is a Lil Ledy variant? I think it is. That would be why, wouldn't it? So that's a couple of these, once again, that we need to pinpoint. Because if that's the case, I'm in the market for getting rid of them, to be honest. I'm not too fussed about having those, and I'd rather have maybe a tri-logo or just a regular version of one of those, so a Palitoy version. All right. General Made-In, well, I'd love a tri-logo version of this fella. Alas, I'm not that lucky. And once again, this has got a little bit of like mottling and wear. I think it needs a really, really good clean, this one, because it's coming up there. Nothing that won't come off with a bit of like a little bit of TLC, and that one will come up nice and mint, that, because here's mint. It's just sort of like storage wear more than anything. Next we got Bib Fortuna. Now this one's got it feels like it's got a bit of a matte front rather than a glossy front to it, but the figure seems absolutely fine. Once again, it doesn't feel quite normal. It's difficult to tell, isn't it? I'm sure it is. I'm sure that one is fine. But it's just, if you look at the front there, the front doesn't feel that glossy compared to some. So I don't know what's going on there. But, you know, I've had it. These are all from being picked up in the late 80s, early 90s. A lot of them from toy shops. So I guess it was what was out there, you know. The Argonaut. Actually quite like this figure. I didn't like him in the movie, but I didn't mind the figure at all. I think it's quite a bit of fun. It's got this little bit of cardboard there to keep it in place. Don't mind the Argonaut at all. That's quite nice, that one. Pruneface. Okay, what a god awful figure that is, isn't it? Let's be honest. Oh dear, I don't really have much of a good word to say about it. Even its weapon is pathetic. Pruneface, yeah. Say no more. Leia Organa, this was a great figure, wasn't it? So I like the fact that she had her separate hat, gown, the belt, the gun. There was quite a bit going on here, wasn't there? Once again, not the greatest of shape, this card. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not brilliant by any means. But, you know, it's a carded figure at the end of the day, and that's all I'm really worried about. But I like the figure. Admiral Akbar. So, yeah, the first Akbar I had was the mail away version. I do distinctly remember receiving that one in the post and absolutely loving it. Don't remember where this Kenobi one came from. It was probably in one of the collections I bought over the years. It's not bad at all. I like Akbar. He's a good figure. Always have liked him, really, to be honest. Really nice sort of glossy card, that one. So that's really nice. I do like Admiral Akbar. Couple more to go through. So this is FX7, another figure that I really enjoy because of all his extra like appendages that you could pull out and play with. Once again, I had the opportunity of getting this one and or the Tri-Logo one, and I decided in the end to get the Kenner one. What a shame, because the Tri-Logo one's really nice, isn't it? And it probably would have held up a bit better than the Kenner one that I've got here. Although this isn't bad, I've seen worse bubbles. It seems to have, it's interesting, it seems to have more yellowed that side than that side. Absolutely nuts, isn't it? And we got one more to show you here, which is the Star Destroyer Commander, the old Death Squad Commander as I call him, or Death Star Commander when I was a kid. Yeah, not bad. There was a time when I was going to focus collect this one, and I did have a really nice Palitoy Empire Strikes Back 45 card of this one, which I've still got photos of, so I'll pop a photo in now. But I traded it to a collector who just focused on this particular figure. You know, it was one he didn't have. I know it was particularly rare. I do realise that. But you know, it went to a very good home. I got a very good price for it. I can't really complain. And I've got, you know, this one as well in my collection. So I'm not like I've not got him at all. So there you go. Anyway, that comes to an end of all the Return of the Jedi figures. So as I said, I do need some help. If you've spotted any of these Lil Ledy figures on any of these that you can see a mile off, but I just don't really know what I'm looking at, please leave a detailed comment below so I know exactly which ones they are, and I can pull them to one side and I can potentially get shot of them, because as I said, I don't particularly want to keep those in my collection. I'd rather trade them on and get different examples. So there we are. So that's the end of these. Now in a couple of weeks time or so, I will dig out my box of unsorted Tri-Logo figures, and we'll do the same sort of process, and that once again is probably going to be at least 2 videos, I would think. So look out for that quite soon. If you haven't already, do please hit that subscribe button for regular vintage Star Wars content, and don't forget to leave the video a like if you have enjoyed it, and I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.